Shady, I cannot overestimate how big a game this is. I can't oversell it. It's everything. It means so much for the Cowboys season, so for the sports world season. But what would a win over the Rams mean for Cooper Rush?
It means that the Cowboys have their QB1 for the future at a cheap price. Cooper Rush. If they win this game, it's because of Cooper Rush and a little bit of the defense. I truly believe this. If he wins this game in L.A. against a solid defense, I think that now he'll become the Cowboys' favorite, the fan favorite. Because all it takes for controversy is the fans to love him. Dak plays bad one game. Oh, my God, we put Rush back in there. They start loving him. He's a cool guy. He's humble. He's a backup. He's doing great things. So if he wins this game, it puts a lot of pressure on Jerry Jones to make a real decision.
Just want to point out, Cooper Rush's salary is low. If that were to happen, he would not be cheap.
He will be cheap.
No, because the cap hit from getting rid of Dak negates however cheap Cooper Rush is. It's ridiculous.
They can do something, though. They always happens.
I came in ready to be nice to Cooper Rush. You just bring it out.
You better.
No, if Cooper Rush wins this game, and look, I'm the first one to talk about how good the defense is. The pass rush is a huge part of why they're in this position. But if Cooper Rush manages to come to L.A.,
What's it gonna mean? I'm waiting
beat
for
the
this.
Rams,
I'm at the edge of my seat,
be honest.
I'm at the edge of my seat.
Be honest.
What does it mean?
Cooper Rush, is the runaway story of the first half of this season. Easy. Story. So, I mean, he's not going to be the Cowboys starter. What else do you want? He is the most impressive thing about the early going, the first half of this season, if he manages to get this win. The season was lost on Monday morning after that Cowboys-Buccaneers game. Nobody believed they were going to do anything.
So Rush came
Not
to
only
town.
has he kept them afloat, he has made them relevant. If they win this game, they are beyond relevant. They are in an amazing spot for when Dak Prescott comes back. And he will. No, come back to me. Come back to me. And he will. He will come back. Don't tell Shady. But it's a wonderful story and a very commendable job for Cooper Rush. He has changed his life over these last months.
Shady made Cooper Rush QB1 with the win.
That's right.
Dave has made Cooper Rush a great story with the win. These are extremes. One is a story on paper. One is literally QB1 in actuality.
One is rational. Yeah.
Talk to me.
No, I'm going to give the non-emotional response, which is it doesn't mean anything for Cooper Rush because Dak is still not healthy. So he is still serving as the backup to Dak Prescott. When this becomes a story is when Dak Prescott is able to play and they choose Cooper Rush, which very well may happen if Cooper keeps winning this way.
Right.
But this game on Sunday is still Cooper Rush serving as the backup to Dak Prescott. So if he wins or loses, it may be a great story. It may win over some fans, but it hasn't changed the trajectory of the Cowboys season as far as getting back to Dak Prescott when he's healthy. Also, I'd like to point out that the Rams looked terrible in their last game, and they got sacked Matthew Stafford seven times.
Why are we pointing that out?
This Dallas defense is amazing because how good are the Rams? We don't know.
Amazing.
They lost to
Dallas
two teams
defense.
that we think are good. They got ran out by the Bills and by the Niners, two teams that we think are good this year. So how good are the Rams? Not to negate whether this would be a good win for the Cowboys, because it would. Let me just say that. They're 5.5-point dogs. If they come to L.A. and beat the Rams, it's a great win for them. But we can't start getting hyperbolic over it.
But
we don't know what the Rams are.
We're starting to. Here's what's so fascinating, and I thought this would happen 3 days ago. I'm glad Joyce said it today. I was just waiting on it. I didn't want to lead her to this water, but I was ready to drink it. You move, and she's not doing this yet, but we're preparing to. You move goalposts for greats. Justin Herbert, he's not a winning quarterback. I say that all the time, right? He's not a winning quarterback, but many people say, right, he's great. Lamar Jackson, how many playoff wins does he have? Josh Allen, he ain't beat Patrick Mahomes just yet. Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers, he goes to NFC Championship games and loses. Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't make the throw in the Super Bowl. You have to earn the right to get a goalpost moved. It's fascinating. We don't move goalposts for, sorry people. We're just they are who they are. But when you're good, we move the goalposts. Dak Prescott, 1-3 in the playoffs. Russell Wilson, but he's doing terrible in Denver. You move goalposts. It's going to be fascinating to watch, Joy. If Cooper Rush and the Cowboys beat the Rams, and we now concede the Rams aren't that good. Because the Bills, we all assumed, were the best team in football. You said so, I said so, Joy said so, Dave said so. Joy and I both have the Bills winning the Super Bowl. The 49ers were one of the 4 best teams in football last year with the entire same roster back in action. So the Rams have lost to one of the 4 best teams in football and the best team in football as we sit here and say on the desk.
Okay, good point.
If Cooper beats the Rams, what I don't want to hear on Monday, but I am afraid we might, Shady, I'm going to tell you in advance, prepare yourself. Get your blood pressure down. But the Rams aren't that good. And that's what I don't want to hear if Cooper does.
But can't two things be true?
They can be, but they also cannot be. They can be looked at as a reason to undermine him.
I'm not looking at a reason to undermine it. I'm saying maybe the Rams aren't that good because we were talking outside of the Cowboys and Cooper Rush. You were talking about it. You were talking about it. I was talking about it. Dave was talking about it. Everyone was talking about how bad the Rams looked prior to getting into this game. So it's not actually moving the goalposts. We're having a real conversation about the Super Bowl slump. What are they going to do with Allen Robinson? Did they lose too much in Von Miller?
Team,
well, here's the thing.
I think they're still a good team.
I still think they are too.
Okay.
But I'm saying it's not unreasonable to ask if they are as good as we think they are.
I think it's in preparation, Dave. I'll come to you in a second because I see you're itching to talk. I think it's preparation for a setup because I don't think the Rams are as good as a Super Bowl championship team, but I think they lost to the Bills. They lost to the Niners. Truth be told,
good losses.
I think any team that had the Rams schedule would be 2-2. You know what I mean? Like,
that's
if you
a good
put the
loss.
Ravens against, well, Ravens are 2-2. I think the Eagles, if you put them against that schedule, would be 3-1, maybe 2-2. I think the Dolphins might be. I think anybody against that schedule, losing to the Bills in week 1.
Yeah.
Dave, get in there. You have something.
You're not going to hear it from me because if Cooper Rush wins this game, he will have beaten a defense with 3 Hall of Famers on it. How you going to take? No, I'm enjoy. If you don't agree, that's fine. That's how I feel.
No, I do think this would be a great win for Cooper Rush.
And you
I'm
did
saying
say
two
that.
things can be true.
True.
If the Cowboys come to LA as 5.5-point dogs and beat the LA Rams, that's a great win for Cooper Rush. It's a great win for the Cowboys. They're in an amazing position.
I guess my point is,
and it's a great story. But it could also be maybe the Rams aren't that good.
Absolutely, that could be the case. But I'm not going to say it because it would mean unless I can't imagine a scenario where the Dallas defense scores like 14 points, 21 points in this game. That is possible with the way that Matthew Stafford has been getting sacked and turning the ball over. But assuming it looks familiar, assuming Cooper Rush leads the offense to 21, 27 points, leads maybe a game-winning drive, if he can do that against Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Bobby Wagner, you're not going to hear a peep from me. It will be very, very impressive.
We got to go. But first, speaking of winners, 3 winners struck it rich, and I mean rich, y'all. They won Terry Bradshaw's $1 million last week playing Fox Bet Super 6. You listening, you have a chance to win more of Terry's money this week. It's time to make our picks for one of the matchups. That is obviously Cowboys-Rams. Download the app. Y'all play with us. I'm first up, 19-17. I think the Rams find a way to get it done. Dave?
I'm sorry, Cowboy fans, because usually, like, when I hop on the wagon, it's a kiss of death. I got Dallas, 26-21. I got Cooper Rush.
All that, and you picked the Rams? I'm going Cowboys by 3.
Let's go, Joy.
I'm going Cooper Rush.
That's not how that works.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.